Alright, I'm a little further along our trail now, and I'm coming up onto one of the many sinkholes you'll find here in Wekiwa Springs State Park. And as you can see off to the right, there's a little drop off here. And actually we're still in that area that had the controlled burn, so a lot of the ground vegetation has been burned away, but that's actually good for visibility. We can see a lot better what this sinkhole looks like. Normally when you walk by here, that area down there is huge palmetto plants with palmetto leaves just filling it up, and unfortunately people are sticking their styrofoam cups down there. But anyways, this is just one of the many sinkholes you'll find here. This one, I imagine, is, you know, on the area, judging by the trees, maybe 100 years old. It's filled in, and plants have filled in on it, trees are growing in it. So yeah, it's not an ancient sinkhole by any means, but it's been here for a while. And there's another sinkhole further down this trail that we're going to get to that's actually an active sinkhole, and that'll be an interesting one to see as well. But right now I'm going to, oh, and by just about every lake in Florida, Central Florida, formed from a sinkhole. And when the sinkhole was deep enough, it would reach the aquifer and then fill up with water. And that's how most of our lakes in Florida are formed, from sinkholes. Okay, right now we're coming up on one of my favorite places. It's an active sinkhole. This sinkhole formed in the spring of 2000. And by active, I mean that it is still growing. It's continued to grow since then. Periodically the sides will cave in. Sometimes the bottom still falls out a little bit. Just depends. Usually in the spring times when that happens, after we've had some rains. But here we're coming up on it here. And we can look down into it. From I would guesstimate that this is about 120 feet across, and about 30 feet deep, maybe a little more. You can see where there's a tree here. That's this tree here. It's since been caught in a fire, but it has not been swallowed up completely by the sinkhole. Actually, these other trees that you see here have grown in here since then. These two, I guess they're probably a maple of some sort, and there's a couple of pines over there and some scrub over there. But there were some huge, and I mean huge, big pine trees, bigger than this one here, that were completely swallowed up. When I first saw this thing, you could see the tops of them, and they disappeared after a period of time. This was all filled with water back then in the bottom, and has now dried out, which it does periodically. And over the years, people have climbed in. This area here has widened out quite a bit. You can see where it's still collapsing on the sides over there. One of my favorite things, there is a pine tree going across the bottom of it, a dead one. One of my favorite things to do is to walk across that thing. It's getting more and more rotten as the years go by, so it's not really too safe. Plus I fell off it once, but I'm going to head down in here right now, and we're going to go down here to the bottom. So we're almost here at the bottom now. Now you can get a kind of a different point of view from inside the sinkhole, what it looks like looking up. Here's this log. This is one face that's continuing to collapse here as we look up that way. And look around the edge of this thing. part way down you get to see a kind of a limestone layer or a real thick clay layer. Now over here, see if we can get a better shot of this pine tree here that's right on the edge of the sinkhole. This guy here, you can see how much of its root system is actually below the edge of the lip of the sinkhole. And I don't know how much longer that tree is going to last, but I don't think it's going to be much more than a good thunderstorm or tropical storm to blow that thing over into the sinkhole here. But you can see the main part of the tree goes down quite far. I was surprised at that. So I guess that's it from here. Let's see if I can make it across here without breaking my neck. I don't know if I want to do this or not with a camera in my hand, but we'll give it a shot here. Oh. Also, my battery's going dead, so we may lose it. Okay, here we go. About 3/4 of the way across. Yeah! Well, I made it most of the way. Anyways, that was fun. Shucks. First time I've fallen off in a long time. And I'm going to climb out here. Try to. Without the side caving in too much on me here. Holding the camera makes it a little hard. Alright. Here we go. We're almost here. Almost out. Grab hold of this guy. Let's switch hands here. There we go. Now we're almost out. Okay. I'm out the other side here. And this piece of ground around this part of the sinkhole here is starting to collapse, and it's going to be the next area to go. So I guess that's it from Wekiwa Springs Park here this February 2012. I love this place. Goodbye.